Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Love having you here. Love the questions. Keep them coming. I do note them down in my little notebook over there, and heart all your comments and keep the conversations going. If you hear a little bit of clacking, I've got a lozenge. I'm being a little chipmunk today, lozenge in the corner of my mouth. Okay, it's the 31st of January here, but it's not yet in the US, so we haven't got any decisions at this stage. So I'm going to have a look at these alternate readings that I was asked to have a look at the other day. First up, Bobert apparently is polling fifth in the new district that she's decided to carpetbag herself into. Uh, um, Now, and in regards to the readings I've done in for the liquidating of a certain ex-president's assets to pay off his court costs and fines, etc. In regards to Ivana's coffin, I have seen in a past reading, even before this all happened, that it would be dug up and taken to a more appropriate location. Actually, I saw that just after she got buried from memory. Okay, I have received some beautiful books from one of my, who I did a personal reading for, but one of my beautiful viewers, Frida Ferrick. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. Some gorgeous books on poetry in regards to healing and hope and dealing with grief, etc. Hope to get a lovely sunny day this weekend and sit out in the sun and read those and just feel the joy and the warmth in the poetry that Frida has written. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Okay, first up, I'm going to have a look. Do I do the spiritual purpose of twins or Ben Carson's past life? I'm going to do a Ben Carson's past life. So I'm using my Light Seers Tarot. I know he's not deserving of my family and friends cards, but it's the cards I use when I'm doing personal readings, and it's the cards I use when I do past life readings. So let's have a look. For those that are interested, if you pop in, oh, I'm not quite sure, maybe the word future into the search option. I did do a reading on Donald Trump's future life, as in will he learn the lesson in his next lifetime, because he's obviously not doing it this lifetime. That was a long time ago. That was one of my early readings, but that was quite interesting as well. So let's have a look. Pardon me, it's frog there. Oh, entertainment only. Let's have a look at a past life, a relevant past life for Ben Carson. Ben Carson, a relative past life for Ben Carson. Usually we bring the energies into our current life from our most recent lifetimes. And that's why there's so much youth mental health issues at the moment with anxiety and depression, etc. Because really the last 120 years on planet Earth has been conflict, war, civil wars. I am finding past lives when I do readings from the Pol Pot killing fields, the Somalian civil war, the from Uganda, from the World War II, all sorts of horrific past lives that the youth are bringing forward in this particular generation. So if you do past life readings, please hop out there and help, because often identifying this past life and what happened in these past lives explains a lot about what they're bringing forth into this lifetime. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Ben Carson, tune in. Ben Carson, a past life that's relevant. Now, with my connection with my boys, I often see the past life in full technicolor and don't need the cards so much nowadays, but I'll still use the cards in this particular past life. So show me a past life that is relevant to Ben Carson in this lifetime. Show me a past life for Ben Carson relevant to this lifetime. Really getting a scattered, finding it hard to pinpoint. Let's have a look. Ben Carson. Ben Carson, the neurosurgeon. Past life for Ben Carson. What do we need to know? Right, I'll bring you down. His card out. Boundaries, grief, not surprised, emotionally walking away, restriction, money, difficult decision. Oh, these are awful, awful, awful cards for this lifetime for him, except for the last couple. Right. I've got pendulum here. We start asking questions in regards to this lifetime. I'm not getting a hit on this lifetime within my mind, which I think is due to the fact that I'm going to be showing you how I used to do past life readings. So I'm using my pendulum. If you're doing past life readings, I recommend a pendulum. This is an amethyst that has been with me for 25, 30 years. Piece of wire from the craft shop and a chain that's been in my drawer for a while. So I find shop bought pre-crafted pendulums don't work for me. So round and round means it's ready for a question. I'll use the string longer, but I'll just show you. Show me no, show me no, show me no, please. No, show me no. It's refusing to. I'll use the longer. I'll use the longer. No is side to side, yes is back and forth. Round and round means it's ready for a question. It's just in a hurry for me to get started. Can you show me yes? Show me yes, back and forth. Show me no, please. Show me no. For me, no is side to side. There we go. Okay. I'm looking at a past life for Ben Carson. Was this during 19 in the, okay, how old is he? I'm going to say 1850 to 1950. Was this lifetime 1850 to 1950? 1850 to 1950. Was this life 1850 to 1950? No. Okay. It's the energies from this past life. For Ben Carson, 1750 to 1850. Was this past life for Ben Carson, 1750 to 1850? 1750 to 1850. Yep, okay. So are we looking at 1750 to 1800, where the majority of this lifetime took place? Usually I would start with a birth date, but I'm just going to look at a time period here, 1750 to 1800. 1750 to 1800. Yes, okay. Was this lifetime in what we now know as the United States? Was this lifetime? No. Was this lifetime in the Americas? Was this lifetime in the Americas? Usually I go through sort of the Europe, Americas. It's a yes, but usually I go Europe, Americas, Asia, etc., Middle East, until I nailed it down. Right, okay, we're talking about the Americas here. Pardon me, with the very end of my head cold. Was this lifetime in South America? No. I'm feeling a draw towards Canada. Was this lifetime in Canada? What are we looking? 1750 to 1800. Was it in Canada? Yes. In this lifetime, was Ben Carson male? Was Ben Carson male? Was he male? No. So in this lifetime, was Ben Carson female? Was Ben Carson female? Yep. Okay, 1750 to 1800. I have no idea what happened in Canada at that time, but we'll have a look. Are we looking at We've got various regions of Canada. I don't know them off the top of my head. If you want to take this further, have a look at the particular provinces themselves. But was it Eastern Canada? What we now know at this day as Eastern Canada? No. Was it, can I ask a question, please? Was it Central Canada? Was it Central Canada? Pendulum was going to go somewhere because I already know where it is. I'm getting that intuitively, but that's a no. So was this lifetime in what we now know as Eastern Canada? Eastern Canada? Yes. Just going to check. Is it what we now know as Alaska? Is it the region that we now know as Alaska, knowing that that's on that, western side, Western Canada? Western Canada. Was it, did I say Western or Eastern? Was it Western? Because I was thinking Western. Yeah, Western Canada. Yeah, my West and East mixed up sometime. So it's a yes. Was it in what we now know as Alaska? No. I'm getting a really huge intuition as to what this lifetime was. In this lifetime was Ben Carson, just very quickly, was Ben Carson what we now know as First Nation, Inuit? Was Ben Carson what we now know as First Nation, Inuit? Inuit? No. Was he? Okay, I'm getting the words. Was he a whaler? Whaling fisherman, seal fisherman, something along those lines? Whale hunter, seal hunter? Big yes. So was Ben Carson what we would now term as white? Was Ben Carson what we would term white? Yes. Okay, let's see if we can find out some more of this lifetime. Was Ben Carson a leader, ship's captain, something along those lines? It's what I'm getting a draw to, a leader, a ship's captain? Yes. This is really bizarre. What I'm getting here, so yes, he was a leader, he was possibly a ship's captain or something, but he was a leader. What I'm really getting here, intuitively, can I ask a question, please? Normally I'd question the cards individually, but I'm getting an overall. In this lifetime, was Ben Carson mutinied against? Was he mutinied against? No. Okay. I'm looking at this grief card. What's this grief card? So we've got here the Nine of Wands. That'll be him being the leader of men, setting boundaries. This grief card. Did Ben Carson in this lifetime, did he lose his position? Did he lose his position? Did he lose his, well, okay, it's not answering because I think, did he voluntarily give up his position? Looking at these two cards, did he voluntarily give up his position of leadership? Yes. Was it because I'm feeling he lost his wife or his partner? Was his life partner, his wife, were they taken from him? Yes. Right. The question is, I'm getting disease. Did they lose their life to disease? Yes. So they weren't killed by anybody, just lost to disease. So that's the walking away. Did Ben Carson then, as we would term it in Australia, did he go walkabout? Did he go what we would call walkabout? Yes. Basically wandered off into the wilderness. Okay. This Eight of Swords, is this a mental health restriction, a self-restriction? Does this say self-restriction? Yes. Looking at the Six of Pentacles, did he go into some sort of trading? Trading, was it some sort of trading? Yes. What sort of trading was it? I'm getting furs or something. Furs, was it like fur trading, or was it like fur trading? Okay, can I ask a question? Did Ben Carson in this lifetime go what we would term nowadays, did he go native? Did he go native? Right, no, he didn't. He kept his whiteness. But he went into some form of trading. Was it fur trading? Was it fur trading? Was it fur trading? Then refusing to answer. Was it human trading? Was it trading of humans? No. Okay, thank you. I'm glad about that. Was it arms trading? Arms trading with the native tribes. Arms trading with the native tribes. Yes. Okay. Right. Two of Swords, Five of Swords down here. What was this difficult decision that he needed to make? Right, let's have a think about this. Needed to take the blindfold off, make a difficult decision. Internal angst and anxiety, self-sabotage. Did I'm getting an absolute blank in regards to these cards. If you see anything, let me know. It's almost like he had a was there Okay, I'm going to ask a question. Did he feel an affinity with the what we now call the Canadian First Nations people, the Intuits, no, not Intuits, Inuits. They are Intuits as well, but Inuits. Did he feel an affinity with the Inuits? Yes. Was there a massacre of the First Nations people brought about due to him arming them? Was there a massacre of the First Nations people due to him arming them? Yes. Big yes. Okay. So it's almost like were they trying to take some of their land back? Were they trying to take some of their land back? Or hold on to some of their land? Were they trying to hold on to, were they, okay, I'm being told not to ask that question. Whatever this was, it was, so he sort of didn't belong, he no longer belonged with the white man. He no longer he didn't belong with the First Nations people. He was responsible in some way. Did he feel responsible? In this lifetime, did Ben Carson feel responsible? Yeah, straight into a yes. For the massacre of these First Nations people. Yes, because he had traded arms with them. Okay. So was he then literally tossed out? Was he literally tossed out of his position? Was he no longer trusted? Was he no longer trusted with these First Nations people? Was he no longer considered trustworthy? No longer to be dealt with? That's a yes. Okay, I'm going to move over here because I'm feeling really here. Did Ben Carson then return to the white man? Did Ben Carson then return, come out of the wilderness, come back from walkabout? Did he then return? And it's a big yes. So was he embraced back into the fold of the white community? Was he then, I hate those terms, but anyhow, was he then welcomed back into the fold of the white community? Yes. Did he feel, I'm smelling and seeing the dirt and the mud and am I right in this vision that he had a disgust about how unclean white man in Canada lived compared to the First Nations people? Yes. Okay, so he belonged in neither camp is really what I'm getting. He's gone back to where he was accepted, but he feels a disgust for how they live on the land, how they live in the country. Does he also feel how does does he also feel a disgust about how the white man is just, I'm just going to say, destroying the land, destroying the seal colonies, yeah. Okay, this new start, this emotional cleansing, did in this lifetime, so this is towards the end of this lifetime, so it's a story about his lifetime here. Did Ben Carson try to change opinions? Did he try to change opinions? Did he? Okay, in this lifetime, towards the end of this lifetime, did Ben Carson believe himself better than the white man that he was with? Did he believe himself better? Yes. Can I ask a question, please? Did he also believe himself better than the Canadian First Nations people? Did he believe himself better than the Canadian First Nations people because he was white? And that's a yes. I'm really feeling as I look at this Fool card, it's almost like, was he trying to straddle? Was he trying to find his place, straddling both? Was he trying to find his place, straddling both cultures? Was he trying to find his place? No, it's refusing to answer. I'm just feeling he's feeling lost. Did Ben Carson not know, did he not know how to be part of either or both cultures? He didn't know how to fit in any longer. Oh, straight into a yes. And for the last card, the Ace of Cups, did he find that emotionally overwhelming? Did he find that emotionally overwhelming, or did he find it emotionally cleansing? He found an emotional cleansing right at the end there. Was it because, why was this right at the end of this lifetime? Did he come to, did he almost hermit himself? Did he end up living on the fringes of the white colony? Yes. Did he have connection with the Canadian First Nations, the Inuit? Did he have to retain connections? No. I'm seeing him basically, did he live in the Canadian First Nations manner, but on the fringes of the white colony? Yes. Did he find peace in this position? Did he find internal peace in this life that he led? No. Is this why he's brought this energy into this lifetime? Is this why he's brought this energy into this lifetime? He's trying to find peace, straddling two cultures. Yes. Will his current lifetime, will Ben Carson find peace, straddling the two cultures? Will he find peace, straddling the two cultures? That's a no, and I've got a feeling why. Is it because Ben Carson has this emotional belief that you are one or the other? You cannot be both. Yes. Okay. So I don't think he's going to learn his lesson in this lifetime. But that's the story I'm getting. If you're from Canada, or if you want to Google and see if you can find any more information, please, please, please let me know about what happened 1750 to 1800 on the western side with the seal trade, the seal, the whales, or whatever it was. Lost his anchor, basically, lost the love of his life, went native, that failed, came back, that failed, and he just really struggled to straddle the two cultures because he felt disgust at the white man, but he was white, but he wasn't accepted by the First Nations community either. Now, I don't know in this lifetime whether he's married or whether he's gone through a similar heartbreak in his earlier years. Let me know. Yeah, interesting. Okay, it's going to take me a minute to come back from this past life because I'm still seeing the images of Canada at that time. And he's like I can see, it's like, if I say it's not a bark hut, it's a bit better than that, but it's literally a one room with a doorway. I don't see any windows in it, made of timber, on the fringes, but in the trees, with a cleared area in front. Uh, and he's wearing furs, but not in the First Nations manner. But he's not wearing cloth like the white man would either. So he's wearing furs in the manner of cloth. Yeah, just actually quite a pitiful, well, not pitiful, lost figure, a lost figure. Doesn't it feels like he doesn't belong anywhere, and just going through the motions of both cultures, but um, not finding the richness of either is what I'm getting. Okay, interesting. Thank you for joining me. Love to you all. Take care.